Good morning. Respected Dr. Vijay Bedekar, dignitaries on the dais, and my colleagues from COEP, and the participants for this workshop on virtual laboratories. I'm extremely happy. For the second time, I have come here to have a word with all those who are interested in changing the technical education world. Let us not forget, we are at the crossroad. Now we have to take a decision whether we will dilute our technical education system and give a chance to industrial world saying that only 80% of your students are eligible to be employed, or not employed actually, and 20% are only eligible. Are we going to give that chance, or we are going to say proudly, I'm sorry, your statement is wrong. We have taken enough steps so that you will not make such a statement again. And that's the dream which we all are carrying here, and that's why I'm here to talk about a new initiative by Government of India through Ministry of Human Resource Development under the project called as National Mission on Education through ICT. Gone are the days where engineers were said that their backbone was the practical or the laboratories for an engineering education. We have seen a radical change wherein the laboratories are shrinking, theories are getting shrinking. There is nothing which a student is doing in an engineering education which you can challenge him. That's not what is happening. At that background, if somebody is saying that I want to learn something, the question is, where is the facility available? Where are those teachers? Unfortunately, today I can't see Professor C.P. Gadgil because I was expecting him, of course. 7th September 2007, I gave my last lecture in front of him. I was expecting that this would be my next lecture where Professor Gadgil would be present. Of course, I'll go and talk to him. He is in this town only. But the way he nurtured us, tutored us, mentored us, facilitated us, clearly indicated if you really want to become a teacher, there is no boundary. You have to be available for 24/7. You have to learn more than the students. You have to be 2 steps ahead than your students. And on top of that, you have to keep an eye on future. Be in present, but make sure that your students, those who are going to graduate from your institute in 4 years, should not suffer as far as technological front is concerned. Now that's the message which was given to me when I joined COEP in 1995, after having 6 or 7 years of my experience in industry. I was called one day and I was asked, this is your department, what do you want to do? And that's how I came in education. I was not really meant for academic purpose. I always felt that I'm an engineer, let me go to sites, do my projects, talk to my vendors, do so many things. And that's where I came back, but please keep this in mind. The way we were taught, you need to be taught like we. And we all the teachers, those who are here, need to learn once again that extra amount of involvement is now required because the time in the class, a typical time for a student to concentrate in a class has gone down from 60 minutes to 8 minutes. Now, that's just 8 minutes. Now, the only thing is, teacher cannot be only then teacher. He has to be a good actor. He has to make sure that, what is challenging to student? The ultimate aim is to learn. And if that is the aim, then there are n number of ways and means. And that's the reason, if you can see here, we are practicing delivering a lecture in front of camera. Now, this is one of the things which we are doing actually. And most of the time, my faculty members are shy of doing this. When I go back and see my own film or the video, I get to know so many things. I get to know that, these things are not what should I say it. Now, that's a learning for me also. Virtual lab is such a platform wherein it's available to you 24/7. There is no bar. If you feel now I want to do something, yes, there is a system available. There is a challenge, and the challenge is how do we use it? And the DAYS program, which we have planned, is in such a way that 12 institutions in the country, out of them 8 IITs, 2 universities, 1 NIT Surathkal and 1 College of Engineering Pune, cannot change the technical education system in the country, even if Professor Sahasrabudhe becomes chairman AICTE. We have to fight for that, and we have to support him. Now, the only way to support is to enhance quality of engineering education. Now, how do we enhance? Just by 12 institutions. I, along with my colleagues, keep on traveling for conducting workshops across the country. And the only motive is to make sure there are teachers, there are good teachers, those who are not part of this entire consortium, how can we make them part of this consortium? Now, that's the message which we are taking forward. And I'm sure at the end of the day, you will find enough time and enough passion to be part of this program called as Virtual Labs. And that's where all the time, I'll keep on insisting on a teacher is always a teacher 24/7. I can't say that in my duration of 60 minutes only I'm a teacher. And after that, I'm not a teacher. I do so many things. No way. That's not acceptable. And that's the reason we have to keep on innovating education. We all are talking about, and we all are part of technical education system, and so I'm sorry to say, the least technology used in technical education system. Now that's where the problem is. If I preach for technology, I have to use that technology first. Then and only then I have a right to say to others, please use technology because this technology is going to help you. Now that's what has to happen. So let's start working on that. There is a day's program. I and my colleagues from College of Engineering Pune would be interacting with you for full day, talking about how to develop a virtual lab, how this platform can be used by you. Now today maybe you are using that platform, but tomorrow you are going to develop experiments for that platform. And that's where we are all going to get recognition at national level, saying that, yeah, there is a college in Varneshwar, there are good teachers, there are good students, and this is what they have done. Now, I'm waiting for that day. And I'm sure this day's program will enthuse the entire faculty fraternity and make sure that you become part of this workshop, you become part of this consortium, you become part of this national movement on improving technical education of this country. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And I'm sure we all will work together and we will show it to the world that this is the way the technical education must be nurtured in this country. We don't want to produce technical clerks. We want to produce engineers. And this is the way, with the help of which we can produce engineers, those engineers will contribute for the growth of the industry and will not work as a body shoppers. That's the message which I wanted to give. I'm sure you will be with me and with my colleagues. We will enjoy that day's program. Thank you so much.